Sean Anderson the ninth, Sean Anderson the ninth, PhD of psychiatry. I feel it in my spirit. There's a lady in Reno, Nevada named Laura. Laura, you've been watching the Dr. Phil for 14 hours. Don't get mad at me. I hear you cussing at me right now. Sean Anderson's trying to help you. I'm trying to save your marriage. You're going to ruin your marriage if you can't turn off the Dr. Phil show. 14 hours is too long. I'm not saying Dr. Phil's bad, but 14 hours is an addiction, Laura. Let me tell you a true story about a man in Henderson, Nevada. He lost his marriage over the Dr. Phil show. His wife was on a 36-hour Dr. Phil show binge. She wouldn't turn it off. He went to the TV. He turned it to the news, to the nightly news, and she went crazy. She said, don't you ever turn that Dr. Phil show off again. If you ever do that again, I'm going to kick you out of the house. He said, well, you got to get a hold of yourself, lady. So he turned it again. She turned it back, and he turned it again, and she turned it again. She said, that's it. You get out of the house. She went crazy. He didn't know what to do. He wanted to keep down the fuss. So he didn't want the neighbors to hear and call the police. So he took off. He took off. He thought it would calm down in a little while. He went up to Fremont Street. He went in the Golden Nugget. He shot some craps. Lost $200 at the dice table. A bad day was getting worse. So he left there and he went over to the world famous Binions, the one that held the World Series of Poker, who started the World Series of Poker. He got in a poker tournament. Lost another $500. Oh my God, a bad day had turned horrible. He didn't know what to do. He had lost all his money. So he jumped in his car and he was going to head back home to try to get some sleep. Maybe everything had calmed down. But he started feeling in his spirit distraught. He started feeling real distraught. So he went by Caesar's Palace. He went in Caesar's Palace, but he couldn't get feeling no better. So he went to the top. He snuck on the roof of Caesar's Palace and he threatened to jump. And they called the police. They called the police. The cops got there on the scene. And this real sharp cop got out there and he said, what's going on? The manager of the casino said, we got a jumper. We got a jumper. He said, no problem. This is my specialty. Now this was no dumb cop. This was the smartest cop on the Las Vegas Police Department. He said, but I want to hurry this up in 25 minutes. CSI is coming on. 25 minutes. I got a plan. He told the manager of the casino, he said, get the showgirls out here. And when you get them out here, tell him he's invited to a pool party. So the manager of the casino goes and gets the showgirls. The showgirls come out and they look up at the guy and they say, Mister, it's not that bad. We're inviting you to a pool party tomorrow, Friday night. He said, I can't. He said, I can't. I'm a terrible human being. I don't deserve to go to a pool party. I done my wife wrong. I turned off the Dr. Phil show. The showgirl said, you turned off the Dr. Phil show? You are a bad man. Cop said, get him out of here. Get him out of here. They're making the situation worse. The guy's going real crazy now. He's saying, I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump. Cop says, go get his wife. Get her down here. Get her down here and get her to say it's okay for him to turn off the Dr. Phil show from time to time. The wife comes down there. She comes out there. He says, honey, I love you. And she says, let me tell you something. You turn that Dr. Phil show off again, I'm going to kill you myself. Cop says, get her out of here. She's going to make it worse. Now he's real distraught. He's going to jump. He's going to jump now. Cop says, I'm going to have to go get this guy myself. CSI comes on in 10 minutes. So the cop goes up to the top and he said, look, mister, I'm begging you. I know life is bad for you. You're distraught because you turned off the Dr. Phil show. But CSI comes on in 7 minutes. Come down. I'm telling you, you better come down now. The guy says, no, I can't go on. The cop pulls out his gun. He goes, boom, boom, boom. He shoots the guy. He kills the guy right there. He said, I told you CSI was coming on in 7 minutes. Let's pack up and get out of here. The guy got shot. The cop shot him. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that because he didn't want to miss CSI. The man lost his life because he turned off the Dr. Phil show. Let that be a warning to you, friends. Don't you ever turn off the Dr. Phil show or you're going to get in big trouble with the ladies, my friends.